Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm going to be demonstrating on how to clean a drake. So for my mannequin, I have a hot dog. I'm using his hot dog. So go green, I guess. I don't know what else to use for drake cleaning, but I have my hot dog and I have a dressing on it, and then pretend you have the whole strap and the Velcro straps around the neck to make sure it's in place. And I have a cannula in there. So first, you want to look at the patient and make sure like they need to be clean. So usually with newer ones, you want to do it every like 12 hours or whenever you kind of feel it needs to be cleaned and dressed and all that fun stuff, and kind of just look and see what the doctor's orders are, because usually they'll kind of tell you what you need to do. So what you need, it's a clean procedure. So you would take out, well, first you'd want to get your trach kit, get that all ready, and then open it up. And then inside you have your Q-tips, and you have another dressing change, and you have you have hydrogen peroxide that you would use. And so you could use that to help like just dip the Q-tips in and clean that. And then you would get gloves, which I'm just going to reuse my sterile gloves because I don't really want to use another pair of gloves and they're just right by me. So I just figured I'd use those from the suctioning kit, but you would use clean gloves. You don't need, it's not a sterile procedure. And so the first thing you would do is you get your clean gloves on. And for this procedure and for suctioning as well, I forgot to mention that you'd want to wear goggles because you just don't want to mess around with any of the mucus or anything that is discharged from their throat from coughing. And so the first thing you do is you would take out the cannula and throw that away. And then you would take the dressing away, and this would be thrown away as well. And then you would get everything prepped and you would get your Q-tips ready. There's two Q-tips in here. And so the first Q-tip you would dip in the hydrogen peroxide and you would clean right around that hole, like the trach hole. And then you dispose of it. And then you get your second Q-tip and then you would clean side. And then you would dispose of this one as well. And these are both dipped in the hydrogen peroxide. And then you get your second dressing ready. And you would also want to clean inside the trach just to kind of make sure there's no like built up mucus or anything, and you would stick this in and kind of clean around that. Also, you'd want to dip this in hydrogen peroxide. And then you would get your dressing ready, but you would also want to get a new cannula to insert, because you can throw, if it's disposable, then you would get rid of that one and throw that one away and then get a new one to insert. But if you're going to clean, like undo the Velcro bandages, you would only want to undo one side of the Velcro bandages, because the patient coughs, you wouldn't want that whole thing to shoot out of there, because then you would have to call the doctor and that would not be fun. And so you would want to make sure you kind of hold it down or get another person to help you, and you kind of just hold one side and clean and then hold one side and clean. And then next you would get a new cannula to insert into the patient's trach, and then you would get a dressing and place that, and then make sure everything is clean. And then you'd want to make sure everything is strapped in, and that you'd want, when you insert the not the nasal cannula, but the cannula for the trach, you'd want to make sure that it clicks in. Otherwise, if it's not, and you want to do this fast, because if they cough, then it'll shoot out as well. So you want to make sure that's clicked in pretty good. And you dispose of everything. Also, some people use gauze, but a lot of the nurses use Q-tips, so you wouldn't need these. And you would just make sure everything's together, and then kind of monitor their O2, make sure, so you always want to monitor their vitals, anything you're doing trach, because it's all airway, so you just want to make sure they're getting good oxygen and just getting a good airway. So you'd want to make sure the dressing's on and check everything and make sure everything's in place, so if they do cough, then it's not going to go everywhere. And you always want to do this like on the side of the patient, and make sure you're not in front of them, because if they do cough, it will go on you, and it will not be a fun experience. But so then I would dispose my gloves and all that. Yeah, thank you.